Half-Life Signal Lost is a title fans of Half-Life modding have been looking forward to for a while now. Therefore, we are very happy to present to you an exclusive preview of this standalone mod to be released on the 19th of October. And as you may be able to hear, I do sound a bit sick. So in order to get this preview out to you guys before the game comes out, Mitch from Lander Generation was kind enough to lend me his voice.
Signal Lost puts you back in the boots of Gordon Freeman and lets you relive the events of the original game and several unreleased and unused chapters, as well as the Half-Life Uplink demo and the Half-Life Alpha versions. In addition to strangely familiar places, you will encounter old and new enemies that never made it into the retail version of the game that put Valve onto the map. This is not a beta mod that seeks to recreate the original Half-Life from before it was redesigned for its release, like Absolute Zero or Chef tried to do. Signal Lost is a reimagining of the early Half-Life designs, marrying a darker and more modern design philosophy with late 90s aesthetics. Compared to the original, the first thing you notice are the more vibrant colors and deeply atmospheric environmental storytelling, geometry, and sound design, giving many areas of the Black Mesa Research Facility a more down-to-earth design, while simultaneously illuminating the world with very surreal lighting. Signal Lost runs on the Zash 3D engine, a recreation of Valve's original Gold Source engine that allows for the implementation of more contemporary light rendering, more models and other effects, and most important, vastly larger levels, allowing Signal Lost to display extensive outside areas which were unthinkable in the original engine. With this updated engine, some beautiful outside scenes have been created, and even for Half-Life 1 standards, gigantic indoor areas. Fans of old school shooters will be right at home here. Let this sink in for a moment. In between these calm segments, you will encounter several action bubbles, confined areas in which you have room to maneuver and engage enemies at your own discretion. Take them out one by one, or go in guns blazing, or even avoid them altogether. It's your call. This is something that you would not find in the original Half-Life. Diverting from the very strict linearity is a big plus in my eyes. It sets Signal Lost apart from the original, not only visually, but also gameplay-wise. There are several secret areas to discover in which you will find new equipment not normally encountered, such as this crossbow in a crow's nest. The first chapter of Signal Lost loosely follows the events of the Half-Life Uplink story, and just like its spiritual predecessor, throws you right into the events after the Resonance Cascade. Nonetheless, the game eases you into the world, with you exploring an office complex that has seen some heavy fighting before encountering the first zombie while looking for a keycard. Just like in many other old school shooters, keycards play a big role in progressing through the game, an idea that was dropped from Half-Life before the release. So far, we haven't seen much of the puzzles Half-Life is famous for, but what we have seen so far was merely the beginning of Signal Lost. And the hinted follow-up chapter at the end of Signal Lost's initial release not only allows you to choose your own path, but also sounds like a bit of lab work ahead, besides more and more intensive combat. Signal Lost will be released in chapters. The first will be available for download on the 19th of October on their ModDB page. Links in the video description. We will also keep you up to date here, so consider subscribing to receive updates on Signal Lost. For the record, ESCalation knows the creator of this mod. Nonetheless, I think we can say it wouldn't be too biased to describe this mod as visually beautiful, atmospheric, and a treat for every fan of Half-Life and old school FPSs in general. A clear recommendation from our side here.
Indeed, big recommendation from our side. And a big thank you to Mitch for helping me record this video. Go and check out his stuff. Lander Generation gives you regular updates on Half-Life news. And to bring you a little Half-Life news within this preview video, here's a little sneak preview of the upcoming Chapter 2 of Half-Life Signal Lost.
Heads up, we got company. Stay down! What the hell is going on here? Holy shit!
Go check the link in the video description. This was just a riot to play. So, I hope you enjoyed this preview of Signal Lost. If you did, you know what I would like you to do. Give this video a like, consider subscribing for future content, and if you absolutely love what we do and want to support us further, join our lovely supporters on Patreon who got to see this video well in advance. Our wonderful supporters are Lone Wolf, Zat Gladys, Wrapped in Glass, Cookie, Uncle DG, Harrison Steffens, Plasma, Tome, Rainbow Flash, Grizzlywer, Strange Module, Tainsa, Cop Fighter, Inter, Charles Surrit, Sir K, and Jared. To them and everyone else, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Until then, stay healthy, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag. Took me 4 attempts to record this. Boy, sometimes I just burst out coughing. And as you may be able to hear, I do... Fuck. Fun outtake.